Hey, you made it. So today I'm going to be starting a new series on the channel. I don't know how long it's going to last, but we'll go with it for now. So I'm going to be doing eBay rags to riches, basically with coins, because that's the thing that I understand and know a lot about. So don't ask why, I'll get into that later. So I'm going to start off with this 8 uncirculated coins, Kew Gardens 50p, Scout and Bannister pound, £5 in plastic wallets. So I bid on this and I won it for £70 and 6p. So that's what we're going to start with for some reason. It's a bit of a weird, goofy amount, but whatever. So I'm going to start with that £70 and then I'm going to try over the next sort of 6 months or so, see if I can get to £1,000 in total from that original £70. Obviously I'm selling things on eBay at the same time, but I'll move that away from whatever I'm doing here. So the reason I bought this one, and you're probably wondering why would you spend £70 on something that's probably worth about £8 in total, um, is mainly because of the Kew Gardens 50p in the set, which is quite a rare 50p in the UK, so I'll show you the little picture of it. So obviously there was 2 releases, if you didn't already know, because you're not into coins like I for some reason am. So there's a 2009 original Kew Gardens 50p, which is worth like £150 pretty much for just a 50p. I know, right? Crazy. And there's the 2019 reissue of it that goes for anywhere between like £70 and £120. So what I like to first do when I go on eBay and look for coins and look for other things I'm trying to sell is I'll look for another coin or whatever it is you're trying to sell of similar value or the exact same type basically, and just see how much it goes for, try and estimate a rough market value for it. So I found this one that I was watching until it finished, which ended up selling for £120 and 8p. The exact same thing in the exact same banner, but they've been a bit misleading with the title. They've put Kew Gardens 50p genuine now. They have not said 2019 or 2009, so I guess that's probably why it went up a little bit more. But to me, having £70 for just the one made me think that there's profit in this for definite. So I thought I'll buy the set and I'll try and resell the set, and that'll basically be what this video is about. So enough rambling for now. So I bought the set. There's a few more other items that I will be able to sell to last of the old round pound. That's probably worth about £5 or £6 in that condition, and then the rest of it I'm just going to sell as maybe a job lot. And you could sell everything individually and you make the most money that way, but it's just a bit more hassle and a bit more of a faff. So maybe I should do that for the sake of the series. We'll get to that later. So I ordered it. It was over a month ago now, and I've kept it this entire time. So now I've got it. So obviously I bought it, and then I'm going to do like a mini unboxing every time I do one of these videos, and then we'll just keep this rolling profit going and see how much we end up with. I'll probably make this once, it'll get 4 views, and then I'll never make it again, but we'll try. So let's get this opened, do part of the unboxing video first. Obviously my address has been taken off for reasons that are obvious. How have you been anyway? It's been a long time since I've been on YouTube in general. Let me know in the comments if you miss my videos or if you just never watch them anyway. Who knows? But I did come back about 3 months ago and I made 1 video, but it didn't really get very many views, so I kind of took it down. But I've had this idea for like a month and I've not got around to it. So obviously it's going to be in 2 parts because I'm going to do the listings at 7 days and then make the next video once everything's sold and get all the pictures done separately. And make a really terrible job of actually getting into the parcel, probably breaking all of the expensive stuff that's in it. I also might have had a haircut by the next video's release, but we'll worry about that also another time. Good, I think I have just stuck my scissors straight into where all of the things are, so that's just perfect. The only issue I have with eBay is people package things like absolute psychopaths. You get something that's wrapped up in like duct tape and everything else, and it's just, you never get it out. But if you are interested in coins in general, or you want me to make another video just explaining a bit more about how I ended up in this kind of thing, let me know. Because I used to sell stuff with my dad about 10 years ago now. Maybe not 10 years ago, 8 years ago. I made like a little business of it, obviously. Now I have a job and I've been to uni and stuff, so it's not as easy to get it done these days, but starting up again in a small way for entertainment purposes. One of them just flew out when I did that, so that is the first coin out. We've got the first of the new round pound, or first of the new pound coin. I hope will actually focus this time. So pretty much these little cards are something called change checker cards, so they're basically done by like a company in the UK, and they put them in these nice little cardboard wraps and like verify them pretty much. So the next one out, last of the round pound. Guess we'll show you that one as well. They have these little sort of shiny bit just to say it's condition. So it says on it, brilliant uncirculated. No, it doesn't. It says uncirculated certified. So I just lied to you. No. So if you don't know what uncirculated means, kind of clue is in the name. It's not been circulated, or it has been circulated, but no one's touched it and given it any flaws. So then its condition is better than like a standard circulated coin. There's a lot more to the grading and stuff than I could probably cover in this one video, and I don't really understand it fully myself, even though I've done it for years, but that's fine. Right, we finally have our way in. Everything has just fallen out. So I'll just show you the wedge of stuff that is falling out right now. Woohoo. Alright. So that's that done. So we'll leave the Kew Gardens till last. We've got a 2019 50p, probably like the regular Britannia one. Maybe you can see that. So that's another one. Again, some of these go for varying amounts. Some of them go for more than the face value, which is when it's uncirculated in these change checker cards. You usually get a bit more than just like 50p, for example, like you'd probably expect. So then we've got 100 Years of Girl Guiding. That's another one. So quite a good set, I think, for £70. I don't think it's obviously the best value, but in terms of a profit perspective, I don't think it's bad. We've got the Be Prepared Scouting 50p. Again, quite a nice design. Also 2019. I think this is when they re-released like all of the good designs in one big go, pretty much. So Roger Bannister 50p 2019. Again, that was an old design, and then they redid it for the sake of that. Was it the 4 Minute Mile? I think it was the 4 Minute Mile. We'll go back to that later. Then there's this £5 coin. It says £1 on it, but that's fine. It says £5 on the back. So what date is that? 2015. So that's yet another piece of the puzzle. I got the crown, £5 coin, change checker again, also uncirculated as above, so below. So that's that one. And then the most important part of this whole thing, which it's kind of got a little dink mark in it, which I think actually might be from me opening opening the setup. Let me see if it's in the original pictures. I'm gonna just delay you watching this. Oh no, it did have like a little knock to the top of it. So this is the most important part of the whole thing. The Kew Gardens 50p design. There's a slight knock on the top, but we'll put that in the description for later. Now if you look on the back, you can even see that, which I feel like you probably can't. Anyway, I'll take some pictures anyway and you can see them closer up. So that's the 2019 Kew Gardens re-release that is almost as valuable as the 2009 one, but not quite. So the next step is to obviously list them all up, take the pictures of everything, sell it all, put it on 7-day auction, and then jump back in to 7 days from now when I've sold it all. What I'm probably going to do is put the individual pictures up on screen, like now or something whilst I'm talking, and you can just see the name of the listings. What I tend to do is I tend to find the exact same coin like this, and I'll go on eBay and I'll go sell one like this, click that little button at the bottom, and then I'll change the description slightly, I'll put my own descriptions in, and then I'll sell it. I'll use eBay simple delivery so I don't have to pay for the postage, and then anything you get is just a tax that eBay takes off, and that's what you're left with. I'm not going to include the postage cost in terms of tape and the packaging, like the parcel, wherever, not that parcel, but those like yellow things that I use to post things, because they're not really that costly anyway. They're like 30p each, so I might take it off the total at the end and figure it out, but I'm too lazy to do that now. Rejoin again in what will seem like no time at all to you, but a lot of time to me. Alright, let's do it. Let's do a clap outro. Alright, transition done. So the first thing you're going to want to do is find the same coin or something similar on eBay already and go on sell one like this. It just saves the hassle of trying to sort out all the listing stuff. Don't ask me why, that's just what I do. So I found one that was very similar for the £5 coin, changed the title a bit, put a description that's not too, please buy it now, I need this money, please, I need them. So pretty much, you just got to avoid doing that, put a description that tells you what it is, and you know the rest of it, add some pictures and list it for free. So I did that. I split the original coins from the first half of the video into 4 separate groups as such. So I did longest reigning monarch £5 coin, brilliant uncirculated. I did the last of the old, first of the new change checker bullion and circulated pound coins, so the two different shape, the round pound and then the new pound, the bimetallic one, and then I job lotted the 50p's into a set of 4, so it was 50p change checker bullion and circulated coins, and I had the 4 other ones that weren't the Kew Gardens in it. Listed those up, and then last but not least, the Kew Gardens one, I copied the other person's idea of kind of doing a bit of a not quite telling them it's not the 2009 one without, scamming people basically. So, so much fun. So, listed all those up. It's been 7 days since the last transition when I did the clap, so everything is sold. So let's get into the next part of the video, just going through the cost of everything and seeing how much profit we actually made. So, the £5 coin sold for £6.01, so I'll get like a little calculator up. Let me get a little snapshot of this one second. There we go. Alright, so we got £6.01, and then the last of the old, first the new pound coins, the jewel of the pound coins, that also sold for £6.01, which is handy. Then we got, for the 450p's, we got £16.79, or rip off, they're buying 50p's for £16. Trying not to die. And then the Kew Gardens 50p actually made quite a decent bit of profit, so that went for £87.49, which is £17 more than what we originally paid for it, which is really good. So there's £116.30, and then you're going to want to times that by eBay's fees, so I think it's 12.8%, so what does that work out at? Times by 8.72, so that's 12, yeah. So if you times by 0.872, that'll deduct eBay's final fee from it. So that leaves us with £101.41 there enough. So what I decided when I was actually listing stuff up was to change it slightly. So I start with £100 instead of just the £70 for the set, because it's just a bit easier to do it like that. Start with 100 and then try and get to 1,000 instead of starting with a random amount of £70. So if we deduct off what we originally paid, which I can't quite remember what that was right now, so let me go on my buys and we'll get back to that. So we originally paid £70.06 for that, so if we minus that off, that leaves us with £31.35. So that's £31.35 in profit. Add that on to the total. So we're up to £131.35. I have actually bought the next thing for the newest part of the video. So, alright, so I bought this, basically a set of 22 different coins in like first day covers, which would have the stamps as well, and that was £126.18. So I've spent basically all of the money I've made already. That's coming next week, so in the next video I'll be unpacking that. There's a lot more coins in that one though, and I don't know if I'll actually make profit or not, so you'll have to tune in next time and find out. So this has been the first part of the road to £1,000 series, so we'll see how it goes with this. I have a feeling I might make a loss on the next one. I don't think I'm going to get lucky every time, but I guess minor setbacks and such might be a bit more fun to watch for you guys than just constantly making money. So let me know in the comments if you enjoy this video, if you want to see more of these. I'm probably going to upload them quite slowly because I have to wait a full week anyway for stuff to sell. It sells better on 7-day to 10-day auctions anyway. If I do it on 5 or 3, I might get less money, and then it's less profit for the series to carry on. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you very much for tuning back in. If you're a long-term subscriber, or if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. You can always help the channel out. And with that, I want to thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.